Hey there, how are you? I wanted to come live to connect in with you to see how you're doing. I am in Ontario, Canada, and many of you on this page also are, and many of you are all over the world. And so right now I'm speaking to everyone, but particularly my friends in Ontario who are now faced with more things closed and kids home for the next few weeks, hopefully just the next few weeks. And my heart is with you if you're juggling, trying to figure everything out. How will this work? And thinking that you may have been finished with all of this stressful situation. So I wanted to come and just first say, I'm with you. My heart is with you. I'm sending prayers for peace for you. And I also wanted to talk about some rituals to help you reclaim some of that peace that I think we all desire, that perhaps may have been lacking over the last few years, or it's only come in fits and spurts. It can be challenging to hold on to peace when there's times of uncertainty around us and stressors that we weren't anticipating. So if you're watching this live, just let me know where you're tuning in from. I would love to say hi. And I would love to know, what are some of your favorite ways of getting rooted in more peace in your life? I'll share a few things that come to mind for me. The first is always connecting to spirit. And if you followed me for a while, I have a Jesus faith, so that is my faith and that is my spiritual practice. And I know many people who I'm in contact with have different spiritual practices. And I feel like coming home to that spiritual practice is a wonderful way to call in peace in your life. So whether it's saying a prayer or whether it is reading some texts or some scriptures, some things that uplift you, looking back at old journals of times where you have felt really on purpose in your life and felt connected, looking back at pictures, things that bring joy to you. Those are some ways to connect to your spirit, because it's all these memories. I feel like they flow through us and we actually can feel, we can recall these memories. And connecting to spirit also, it's a way for us to connect to the collective too, because we all are connected. And yes, right now we're connected on this broadcast or in this video, and we are all connected otherwise as well. And so the next thing that really comes to mind when I think of reclaiming your peace is tuning into your body. Your body is so wise, and very often, especially in times where things keep changing, we spend a lot of time just tuning into our mind. And our mind is important, our intellect's important, having proper judgment involves our mind, is very important. But very often we disconnect really from what our body is telling us. And my work in health and wellness is really to help people reconnect with their body, because only you know truly how your body is feeling. And so that's how you know if something's off or if something needs an adjustment or improvement. And so even just in everyday life, taking moments to tune into your body is very telling, and it can be very grounding for you as well. And so ways to listen to your body is like asking yourself some questions. Do I need more sleep? Do I need to move my body? Do I need to get up if I'm sitting at a desk for too long? Do I need to take a break from my work? Do I need to eat something? Do I need to hydrate? So often, many of my coffee drinking friends will be hydrating with coffee throughout the day, and coffee's fabulous. People enjoy it, and it can be very dehydrating. Tea also can be. So I really recommend tuning into how much water does your body need, and are you getting enough? Because that can be very energizing as well. So tuning into your body for that, and tuning into your body for what are you sensing in terms of information coming at you as well. Do you need to take a break from a whole bunch of information coming at you so that you can take some deep breaths and focus on something that is more grounding and relaxing and nourishing? Do you need to give someone a hug? Do you need to completely unplug for a little bit from the technology? so that you can tune back into yourself. So that's really important, listening to your body. And I really feel in my own experience and the experience of so many people who I am in communication with, when they do these simple practices of just grounding, of just like noticing, like I'm standing here right now, just feeling my feet on the floor, taking a deep breath, feeling the breath coming into my lungs, like just taking that time and having that awareness of how your body's feeling is incredibly grounding, and it can bring a lot of peace. And it allows you to just take a break from things for just even a moment. Even if you're working, even if you're busy, you can always take a moment to breathe. The next thing is designing beautiful boundaries. Boundaries can sometimes feel restricted when people think about them, but actually boundaries are a wonderful, creative output source for you to be able to protect your time, your energy, and your connections and communication as well. You can create boundaries around how much sleep you're getting. Like, I will not go to bed later than this time, or I will not sleep later than this time. Those boundaries help you to get the right amount of sleep so that your body's energized. Having boundaries around your tech. I will turn off my devices by this time every day, for instance, so that you're actually closing down your mind to rest at the end of the day. Boundaries around making sure you have enough time with your loved ones that allow you to really connect and see, how is everyone really doing? Making enough time and space for that. And of course, boundaries with your work. When we are, many of us, working from home, and say you have someone who's an employer who's outside of the home, it can feel like you can be working all the time. So having very firm boundaries with that is important, because it's a win-win for you and your employer when you do that, and your clients if you are self-employed, because when you have a boundary around the amount of time you're working, that gives you time to rest. So when you are working, you're very focused and you have the energy to put out your best quality work, and you're more present. So that's important. The next thing to reclaim more peace in your life right now, but really anytime, is to seek out joy. And joy is something that can feel like it's really lacking when times are feeling very chaotic. But I will say that when you make space for that, when you actually make it an intention, okay, I'm going to seek out more joy, you will start to see it. This is why I love comedians so much. And I know there's good ones, there's not so good ones. Everybody's taste is different. But I love the everyday humor kind of comedians. They pick out humor in like just something that you might be doing in your kitchen. And it's just hilarious. And it allows you to just have a release for a moment and not be so serious, because life can feel very serious right now. And so look for the funny. Best way to do that, in my experience, is to have your kids around, because they tend to find that. They find funny things everywhere. And if not, there's comedians that you can access anywhere online just to give yourself a boost. Or animals, of course. Animals are definitely a source of humor as well. And also, of course, turn up your favorite music, move your body, sing. Doesn't matter if you feel like you can sing or dance. Doing it feels so good, and it's so nourishing. And that a lot of joy can be found in that as well. And then lastly, like I always say, engage with the outdoors. Being outside, because we are nature, just like everything outdoors is nature, there is a beautiful connection that happens when you're getting fresh air, when you're walking amongst the trees, when you're out just taking in the environment around you, wherever that may be. There's something that happens to you that helps you to feel more at peace. Being in nature helps to ground you and give you more peace. So I will always talk about that. Fresh air and sunshine, beautiful things. And if it's cold, like where it is here, it was beautifully sunny today where we are in Ontario. Even in the rain though, there's something, I get my umbrella out and I go on a walk, and unless it's a massive storm, I will walk in the rain in the springtime, and there's something about that fresh after rain air. It's just so purifying. So whether it's cold in the winter or raining or sunny or windy, these are all the things that really our body needs to interact with, and it helps our spirit feel more at peace. And for more ideas and things that can help you to center yourself, to find yourself some more peace during these times, you can always go take a listen to my podcast that you can see linked in throughout this feed. You'll see lots of different posts. You can go and look at some posts that I have there. You can go to my website, look at the blog. Everything is for health and wellness, but starting really with your body, your soul, so important. And as you navigate this time, wherever you may be living in a place in the world that's like wide open and feeling amazing. Spread that. If you're having a good day, reach out to someone and share the love, share the joy, because that's something you can never get enough of. And I hope that that's how you're feeling when you're listening to this right now. I'm sending you so much love, and I look forward to being live on here again next week. And wherever you are, take great care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Take care.